Hey.
Hello.
Hi. I'm still figuring out a few of the tech pieces. And yeah, also managing family stuff in the middle of this. So
Yeah, that's reality.
yeah,
Keeping it real.
keeping it real. Um, So this is a collaborative project between Jen and I, and we are offering this as a way to stay connected with our communities and for our communities to be able to find ways to continue to connect and to offer some continuous gifts from from each other. Um, so the point of this really being a way for us to stay conscious and connected during these times.
Absolutely. And I thank you, Dana, for honoring the knocking on your heart to go ahead and do something like this so people can get tools. And like you said, feel that sense of connection during a time when we're forced to be apart. Mm-hmm. We're forced to utilize things that maybe we used, in rarely, and now we do it every day to help us stay grounded.
Yeah. And so really what we aim to do in this is to make these all under 20 minutes. So they're digestible. We're going to be interviewing a variety of people, and we'd actually love to hear from you too. If you want to be a part of this interview series, please let us know. With 3 questions in mind. Who are you? What is keeping you conscious and connected during this time? What's keeping you tethered? What's allowing you to continue to operate from an internal locus of control? And the third question is, what is a gift that you want to give to each other during this time? So it can be a meditation, it could be an art directive, it could be an exercise sequence, it could be a investment tip. It doesn't matter, whatever you feel called to give at this time.
Mm-hmm. Well said. Yep.
And our first interview is going to be with Jennifer, and then probably the next interview she's going to turn the tables and interview me, and then we have a few other people also ready to be interviewed, and we'll go from there. Anything else you want to add, Jen?
I don't think so. I think you covered it all.
Okay. So, starting out with the first one, who are you?
So, what comes to mind to share here and now is to talk about what I feel like has brought me to this place and to this work as a psychotherapist. Mm-hmm. I think back, and personal growth, self-help, spiritual growth was just so important to me early on. I can remember I was like 15 years and one of my favorite books was Don't Sweat the Small Stuff, and it's all small stuff. So I was drawn to this early on. I remember being a child and seeing psychologists on like criminal shows and being like, I want to understand people. I want to help people. And I had to definitely have my own journey of doing that for myself first. And so that was always what I was drawn to. If I had a challenge, if I had a difficult family issue, I was really drawn to how I could grow personally and how I could grow spiritually in that moment and with that experience. And now I bring that to my work. I mean, it's ongoing, as we know, but I definitely bring it to my work. And I'm really grateful. I can remember when I first met my husband, I discovered when a colleague Googled that before I really got to know him more, that he had written a self-help and metaphysical book. And I thought to myself, wow, I've like prepared for this my whole life. I'm so excited to like be with someone who's actually dedicated to that as well. So I'm grateful to be doing the work I do. I'm really grateful to be doing the work I do right now. during this pandemic, in this unreal, surreal time in our history since the Spanish flu. So, yeah. I hope that was under 4 minutes. Was that under 4 minutes? Jeez.
Yeah, you have more time if you want to spend more time on who you are. So we decided we were going to ask this who you are question is tell us in under 4 minutes sort of your life story. And it sounds like, Jen, yours really is around continuous growth. Even since you're a young child, you wanted to understand people, understand like why they do the things they do and how to continue to grow personally and spiritually during that time.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the idea that now my work is providing opportunities to do the same, opportunities for people to heal and grow is just amazing. I feel like I have a purpose-filled life, and I know how blessed I am for that.
And that even obviously relates to your marriage as well.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anything else you want to share about who you are? What delights you, Jen? What brings you joy?
Connection with others, cooking, dancing, nature. My new dog, Misty, I rescued her about 3 months ago, and I'm pretty obsessed. And she is a blessing during this time. Gets me out. But yeah, any kind of growth and connection with my loved ones. I love it.
Can I share one more?
Yeah.
You love karaoke.
I do. I don't exercise it enough.
Yeah, rock star in a former or future life for sure.
So, why we didn't do the 80s cover band in New York City, I still don't know. But I guess right? Maybe we'll be doing it in like some retirement.
That could be our retirement. Yeah. All right. Second question. What's keeping you conscious, centered, connected?
Yes.
Able to go within and stay tethered to that internal place even during this time?
Yes. There are a few things, if it's okay, if I can share more than one.
Sure.
So I have found I was doing really well with a regular meditation practice, but now I've found out that it is like water during this time. There is just no question. I have to meditate at the start of the day. It's like, there's just no. I've been also doing a yoga nidra practice that I had started to do before this, but that is just another thing that just helps me feel grounded during a time that it's just very easy to feel like you're blowing in the wind. So those two things have been huge. Nature walks with my dog Misty, and any time my husband can join me. Just the connection with nature, to just look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the water, look at whatever I can on this earthly plane, and in nature is just like, that just brings me as well. And then I think the last thing, which relates to the gift I would really like to share with everyone, and that is gratitude. I have found that it's very easy to get lost in the fear, lost in the statistics, lost in the what ifs, lost in the what is already happening in other countries and in our country right now. It is just so easy. It's like a fork in the road, and you can just like very easily start going down that road. Yeah. Easily, right? But
I'm like one thought can take you down.
Yeah. Exactly. And it's like, it's not only cognitive and mental right now, it's like an energetic and emotional feeling. I think anybody who's gone to the grocery store during the madness, like, knows exactly what I'm talking about. It's just like, and if you're sensitive to that stuff. So I have found that if I stop and I look at just using the grocery store, I'll go right off of that since I just brought it up, looking at the grocery store clerk, thanking them for offering the service that they're offering during this time. I pass a mailman or a mailwoman, and that's the first thing I say, thank you for doing the work that you're doing for us this time. So honored. I know, Dana, you feel the same way. To be able to work with clients during this time and the depth of work. And I just thank them for what they're bringing to their sessions. And I thank the clients that I have that are working in hospitals and are on the front lines right now. So it just seems like it shifts it when I can just be grateful. And then, of course, grateful for nature, grateful for my family, grateful for, the health of everyone. That's sometimes something that we can be grateful for every day, but it's also grateful for those little things that are in the midst of what's special to what's happening to us right now.
Yeah, it sounds like with your meditation and your yoga nidra and your gratitude practice, it all brings you into the present moment, and nature. It all brings you into right now. Right now, including that connection with others, even a thank you from maybe, socially responsible distance, but a thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And yeah, I think that sums it up. And, I think it doesn't mean that I'm ignoring the things that we're not so grateful for right now. There's a place for that. There's awareness and being knowledgeable. And I pray for all those people every day, on a global level. And I include that into my meditation. And anyone who is suffering right now physically from this in this present moment, like I know you just talked about, which is so true, like the future what if, which is something that I keep trying to steer my clients back to, like, yeah, I totally get it, do what you have to do to prepare and feel safe, but let's bring it back, like right now you're okay, but there are people right now who aren't okay. And so sending whatever I can to them energetically, and in my meditation, and then of course thanking whoever's helping them right now.
So holding both, right? That right now we are safe, and there's many people who are suffering, and so holding them, it sounds like within your energetic field, right? By sending love their way.
Yeah, exactly.
And these are my own words, so correct me if they don't feel accurate for you, but it, like, when we start to feel powerless, what we can begin to do is operate from that internal locus of control. Is we can begin to take care of this, because that is oftentimes the only thing we really do have control over.
And thank you for saying that. I just read a quote, which, by the way, I'm not always like hyped on social media because we know how much anxiety I also produce. But I have been so grateful for the memes that are like hysterical. But then I just read a quote as well. And the quote was something about, sometimes we don't always have power to calm the storm, but we do have the power to calm our storm. And I appreciate you saying that and taking that from what I've said, because I think that is one of the only things that we have control over right now. There's so much that's unpredictable. There's so much that's uncertain. There's so much that's unknown, which is so hard. So if people can just be able to do whatever they can to calm this, that's where the power lies.
It is. So, Jen, I know you have a gift for our communities.
Yes.
Would you like to share?
Yeah, I would love to do a very quick mindfulness / gratitude meditation that I hope people can just take a moment during their busy times, homeschooling, during their busy time working from home, whatever it is, but to maybe take a moment and do this as a way to, like you said, feel tethered at a time that we're all feeling untethered. So I just have some chimes to help bring us in and out of it. And wherever you are, if everyone could just take a moment to sit comfortably, however that is for them. If you feel comfortable closing your eyes, please do. I'm probably going to, because it's a way that I can focus. So just taking a couple deep breaths to help you transition into this exercise. And to help you transition, just taking a moment to notice yourself supported by the chair that you're sitting in or the floor you're sitting on, whatever platform you're using. Noticing your feet. And just taking a moment to allow any tension to release from the top of your head, allowing tension to release from your forehead and your eyes, allowing tension to release from your jaw and your neck and your shoulders, allowing tension to release from your arms and your hands, allowing tension to release from your stomach, allowing tension to release from your hips and your legs and your knees, allowing tension to release from your feet, and just letting that tension go. And if you're finding as you do this that your mind is racing or physical sensations are coming up or different emotions, please don't judge it as right or wrong, good or bad. And if you can, stick with it and just let those thoughts or feelings or sensations pass through. And using your breath to help bring you back to this moment. So just taking a moment to notice your breath. You don't have to force it to do anything. Just noticing what your body feels on the inhale and what your body feels like on the exhale. And if it's comfortable, just a moment to put your left hand on your heart center and your right hand on your stomach. And just connecting with your breath that way. So noticing what it feels like on the inhale. Noticing what it feels like on the exhale. And in this space, I just want to take a moment to be grateful for our breath. The fact that our breath carries on without us even telling it to. And just taking a moment to feel our hearts beating. And just thanking our hearts that even through all of this, they're beating on without us even telling them to. And in this quiet space, allowing any gratitude that you hold right now to come to the surface. You may find specific people coming to mind. Whatever it is. Person, a place, a thing, an experience. Just giving the intention of gratitude around it. And let us all take a moment to hold gratitude for those essential workers who are out there on the front lines. A moment of gratitude for everyone working in a store, in a hospital. Gratitude for the fact that pollution has lifted in places that are normally covered in smog, in China, LA. Just gratitude for Mother Earth balancing itself. And a sense of gratitude for everything and anything that is helping you get through this difficult time. And just feeling your feet, feeling yourself supported by the chair that you're sitting in, feeling the air around you, the temperature, noticing any scents or sounds. And when you're ready, opening your eyes and bringing yourself back to this present moment.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Puts things in perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you want to share before we end our first Conscious and Connected interview series?
I know. I think just again, thank you for being the force behind this and listening to the knocking on your heart. Thank you for having me as the first guest. And thank everyone who tuned in.
Thank you. We will be back in another interview, likely at the beginning of next week, and look forward to seeing you there. This will be live, so you will have the ability to comment and interact if you want. And again, if you want to be a part of this, just let us know. Have a wonderful Friday and weekend, everyone.
Yes.
And thank you again, Jen. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Okay. Bye.